Hey guys, I'm Jim, WT1W, and you're watching FEPLabs Radio. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Today, I just want to talk to you guys about something. I want to talk about the NATO phonetic alphabet. Now, as hams, we've heard about this before. The NATO phonetic alphabet has been around for a long time. It was actually, the start of it was invented around 1901, 123 years ago. It migrated and morphed into what we know today. The U.S. Navy, the U.S. military originally started it, and they didn't even have words for all the letters originally. And as time went on, different countries came up with their own variations. The British had their own variation. Originally, they were vastly different between what U.S. military used and what the British military used, or the Italian military, or so on and so forth. There was quite a difference in variation on the phonetics. And if you don't know what I'm talking about phonetics, let me jump back real quick. When you have to say letters over the radio circuit, B, C, D, E, T, all kind of sound the same over a not awesome radio connection. So that's why it was originally developed. Obviously, this has a huge military application, and it's used today worldwide in multiple different venues. The military still uses it. Worldwide, militaries all over the world use a phonetic alphabet. Most use what we call the NATO phonetic alphabet. It's used in aviation, and it's used in public safety, the fire service, police, EMS. Anybody that is going to have to say letters over the air generally use the NATO phonetic alphabet. As hams, it's on the test. So what is the NATO phonetic alphabet? Well, let's take a quick look at it, and then I want to backtrack a little bit more into history. So this is the NATO phonetic alphabet. And what this does is replace each letter with a word, and it's spoken as a word. These words are all designed to be easily recognizable over a radio circuit. There's some rules about how they create those, and I don't want to get into all that because it's way in the weeds. But there it is. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec. We'll come back to Quebec. Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, and Zulu. Quebec. It's not pronounced on the radio Quebec. It's pronounced Quebec. And as a little fun bonus fact, the numbers 3 and 5 are supposed to be pronounced tree and fife. So 0, 1, 2, tree, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, niner is supposed to be that way. And that's how that goes. I'm just going to talk about the alphabet part. So there it is. Why am I talking about it? Because a lot of people apparently don't know it, or don't want to use it, or I don't know. In the history of this, as I mentioned earlier, this changed a lot over time. Different police departments, for example, came up with different ones. The U.S. military had a different one than a lot of other agencies here domestically, and I'm sure worldwide as well. One that may be familiar to some of you is the World War II version that the U.S. military used, and a lot of police departments at the time, was the Able Baker Charlie one. I don't think I remember all of the Able Baker Charlie because I wasn't alive then. And it's like Able Baker Charlie, dog, easy, so on and so forth. And easy should be one you remember. If you ever saw Band of Brothers, they were Easy Company. So that's where those came from. Now, of course, everybody has migrated since the early 60s, I believe, to using the NATO phonetic alphabet. Almost all government agencies use NATO phonetic alphabet, and a lot of other agencies have adopted it as well. Speaking personally, I was in the fire service for 27 years. We used the NATO phonetic alphabet. I'm also a pilot. If you're flying an airplane, you use the NATO phonetic alphabet. And one of the reasons for this, and this is to the point of this whole video, is that everyone is supposed to know the NATO phonetic alphabet at this point in time. If you're in ham radio, if you're in the police department, you're in the fire service, you're in the military, you have to know the NATO phonetic alphabet. because we expect letters to be, those words to be used for those letters. It's what we called in flying, when you're talking to air traffic control, it is busy. If you're going through a major center area like Atlanta Center, for example, there are a lot of aircraft they're talking to at one time. You've got to know what you're going to say. You've got to say it, get on there and say it and get off. But there's what we call expected phraseology. I know that ATC is not going to refer to Sierra as sugar or Mike as Mexico. They're going to say Mike Sierra. So if my aircraft's call sign is November Mike Sierra 123, I expect to hear November Mike Sierra when ATC is calling me. I would not know what to say if they called out Nancy Mogadishu Sugar. All right. And that's my point with ham radio. There are a lot of people that do not use the phonetic alphabet, the correct NATO phonetic alphabet, for talking on the radio. The whole idea of ham radio is communications. That's what we're doing. We're talking to people. Strictly voice communications, whether it's a digital connection or a HF connection over analog radio. When I'm trying to hear a call sign, I'm expecting to hear something out of the phonetic alphabet. I'm not expecting to hear Mogadishu, Kazakhstan, 0, tequila, banana, 3. I'm not expecting that. And I'll probably not copy it. It's just my brain is not ready for that. I'm expecting the phraseology of the NATO phonetic alphabet. Not hard to learn, been around for, at this point, 60, 70 years. There's no reason that you shouldn't have gotten this in your bag of ham tricks. And that is the key to effective communications over HF radio, especially. Guys, that's all I've got on this one. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this with your friends. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. There's a button below you can click. There's also a little bell you can click to make sure you're notified whenever I post any new videos. Thanks, y'all. 73.